like a shadow, dark and cold to the touch. Am I insane not to let go? Oh, go on, just do what you do. And it hurts as I bleed for you, cry for you. Let me bleed as I bleed for you, cry for you. Let me bleed. Let me bleed. Let me.
When the lights go down, I've seen hell in you, but you don't care, no, you don't care, no. You just rather watch me fall from a quarter mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going in. Fall into oblivion. Fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion, I'm going in. You can't fall asleep when you're counting stars. Get it together. Your mind can't sleep when you let it starve. I know you wanna see me fall from a quarter mile. I can see you at the call. Think about it, ring won't tell you what I saw. When you break it off, you'll see who had it all. You had it all. You said you wanted to fall into oblivion. Forget about the world we're living in. Fall into oblivion,
Finish him! Fatality.
Yo, Chad, what is going on? You guys all already saying you blown up there. That is some disturbing things to see there, Chad.
On a Monday.
On a Monday. But Chad, what is going on? And welcome back to another session. Let us know how the audio is there. Going to bring that music down a little bit, still there for you guys. But I think the audio, the vocals this time should be a lot better. Already in my head sounds a lot louder than it did last time around. So let us know how that is sounding there. But as you guys can see, we got a special guest in the building. Yeah, you only have 1G. And there we go, big man, Mr. Forest Insights SA, Edski in the building. Ed, how you doing, brother?
Good. And yourselves?
Hey, can't complain. First one for the week. I can't even deny it, guys. You know, we sound like all those scammers, but wouldn't say we have 100% record, but I can't tell you since the start of this year when we had a red week. We've luckily been able to finish off every single week in the blues. Again, not saying it's major. Some weeks I think we just got it by like 1% or 1.5%. But we are blessed to have the start of this year that we've had. And we are just looking to continue that momentum. Obviously, this is the big week, guys. This is NFP week, baby. So we're going to see some big moves.
Oh, yeah.
Not only is the start of the week, it also is month end today. So we're going to see some volatility here. We're going to touch over all that stuff very, very soon for you guys. But before we get started, as always, Chad, we're going to open up with a prayer. And as we do around here, the big man himself, because it's his one time, he's not one time, he's rare time. He's always
rare time, that's the one.
We're going to get him to open up with us.
All right, Chad, let's bow our heads in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for granting us another day, another week, another Monday so that we can enter these charts and make these pips. Please bless us in our hearts so that we can be devoid of feelings of greed, of frustration, of envy, of coveting thy neighbor's trades. Let us go into this clear-headed, level-minded, and do something that you can be proud of. No matter where you are in where we are in our journey, bless us so that we may learn, we may improve, and we may get to a point where we are glorifying your name in everything that we do. We ask this in your name, Heavenly Father. Amen.
Amen. Beautiful, beautiful stuff, Chad. If you are in agreement there, drop an amen, because we know if there are more than two, he is present and here with us. So without further ado, Chad, let's get this ball rolling, and we're going to start it off the fundamental chat. So what are we looking at here today, guys? Pretty much clear sailing. Euro all day is the German prelim CPI, but that came out at 0.3, so I don't see really how much of that's all day. What we need to see has already come out. Then you got GDP, and then USD. I'm surprised that's a yellow folder. If I'm not mistaken, Chad, I think that used to be an orange folder, the Chicago PMI. So I'm very surprised why it's yellow now. But yeah, I know it wasn't a red, but I'm sure it used to be orange. But either way, we know that normally should actually bring a little bit of volume for us, especially with the indices. So we'll see what happens there. Stream a bit soft. All right, guys, just again, please let me know, because now I've got some guys saying it's soft, some guys telling me it's perfect this time around. We don't want to be playing this little dancing battle here, guys. Just let us know. Do you need the volume up, or is it fine as it is? Just let me know there, guys. But then let's take it to the chart. So we have nice clear sailing for our first day here. DXY, what are we looking at? Sounds same to me, Keegs. It's fine. Okay, perfect. As I say, guys, if it is a little bit thing, just let me know. I'll either try and uplift my voice now that I finally have it back. Otherwise, we will turn the volume up. Jake's is saying up. So
I think a young notch or two.
All right there, Chad. We put it up either way for you guys. So if it was fine, you should just hear me nice and clearly. For those there at the back, those naughty ones that don't want to listen, when we saying, hey guys, it's a buy, and they're the ones selling, and then they cry why they blew up. So everyone, we should be on the good page now. Turn it up. There we go. Just let me know they've done it now, if that is it. Keegs, your mark a bit up. Still a bit more up. Okay.
I think there's a slight delay.
I was going to say, Chad, I think this is a lot louder. I'm going to wait there if one more person tells me to put it up again. 1 2 1 2. Otherwise, we're going to leave it where it is. Chad, baby. All right. I think there might be a delay here. No, it's perfect. Yeah. Okay. So then we're going to see, guys, DXY. What is happening? Now, the thing with me, guys, DXY, I'm still going to hold that neutral outlook. Reason for that, sorry, guys, let me just move this up again. Yeah. There we go. I'm still going to hold that neutral outlook because as much as two things happened, yeah, we can see that move to the downside. But the big thing for me is this over there. So you could see this as just that little, we always like to talk about a little liquidity sweep and now continue back to the downside. But the major thing I also want to take note of, and I'd rather just saying, hey, I'm bullish or I'm bearish, just say you're neutral until you get some price to confirm something. Because what we have done is we have taken out the previous daily's low or previous weekly low. Sorry, my apologies. And we also now holding that daily key level. So we have seen this happen. Now, if we are wrong, let's say we are bearish Monday, Tuesday, what does that mean? We would be bullish, all right? We're also holding that monthly S2. Keep in mind, the month is going to come to an end, so we're going to see new levels come into play from tomorrow. But this means we could still be bullish because when we see in the weekly setup like this, this could be an idea of at least that wick fill for us. So very simple on a Monday, Tuesday, we're going to keep an eye on that. So hence why I'm just going to say I am neutral. There is the weekly pivot, so we have tested that. Now again, same thing, we could just test away. This could be us making that top wick, having the test of the weekly pivot, and now turning bearish. And again, nothing wrong with that. The whole thing about being in a neutral at the end of the day basically means we're going to react to what price does for us. So we've got clear sailing, no fundamentals there, but we are going to see market drive a little bit on a month end. It either could just be volatile and just range for us, or we're going to see this try and have one last breakout. So hence anything basically for me, we want to try and get above weekly pivot, but if we are holding it as rejection, very simply, then we're coming back down. So on the 15th, you guys are going to see that little bit of price action moving there, a little bit of choppiness. As you can see, we have basically tested the daily key level. Asia lows is underneath there. It has been tested since the hold and breakaway, but now we are holding previous daily lows, previous weekly lows, and then trading bullishly. We are having nice typical pullbacks, things like that, but trading above Asia highs, holding there, holding above daily pivot. I think very simply, if this breaks back into the Asia range and we don't go bearish, we are just going to see some range in choppy price action. But if we hold Asia highs, then we're going to be looking to see dollar go bullish again. With NASDAQ, same thing here, guys. We are now quite bearish. We are going to keep a bit of a neutral outlook. The reason I'm purely keeping that weekly bearish daily neutral is that daily gap we have over there. On the 4 hour, this is one thing, guys. We are very choppy over here. Very, very tight range. So two things are going to happen. This thing is either going to explode to the top side or explode to the downside. So I do believe we're going to get a nice move here today. Again, pure reason I'm staying on the neutral side is purely because, again, Monday. So if we are bearish, I'd like to see a top wick and hence that gap close. But at the same time, we're going to see momentum continue from last week. These are those days where we can see a gap will not be closed just because of how much pressure's on, and this thing is going to mount to the downside. Again, I'm bearish on US 30 as well. We spoke about this, the yearly pivot. We didn't take out the lows, but we did break underneath and close underneath that yearly. So again, easy for me. I want to stay bearish. That previous weekly key level and also where our wick was going to become the very first target for me. So as I said to some of the guys here, if I can get a position, guys, I would love to see that first bullish move purely to close the gap. And it looks like US 30 actually did close the gap. We'll look at that a little lower time frame, but did close the gap. So now with US 30, if this goes bearish for me, guys, I really might look to have a nice trade. I will hold the whole week. Okay, US 30 did close the gap. So we have seen that. So US 30, I definitely am leaning more to the bearish side than Chad. Very, very simple. Anything under this daily key level, I think those sells are on. And then it's a thing of we're going to just scale with it if this trade does go our way. Then gold, very, very much super bullish. Just taking out all-time high after all-time high after all-time high. This thing is just a rocket ship at the moment. So we have now obviously run all-time highs again today. And this thing does not look like it's slowing down. We are at that weekly R1. So again, potentially anything under that weekly R1 after lots of tests like this, I maybe would look at a typical break underneath, especially into the Asia range, a little bit of a short-term sell, maybe back to the daily R1 or even the previous all-time high level. But again, already a massive move. If you look at that just for the day already on gold. So massive strides there. I don't know if I'm going to try and force something there. I'll rather just stick to the indices for today. But that's everything from me, guys. Over to Big Man.
All right, Chad. Similar outlook to what Keeks has today. I am anticipating a little bit of a short bullish run on NAS. Now, I would have wanted to have taken a trade on NAS as we swept under Asia lows and broke back in. If I was not at the traffic department earlier, I would have probably taken this little 50 pip stop all the way up to Asia highs, maybe for the gap fill. So that is what I would have wanted to be in. Now, if we do get a little bit of a retrace back down to Asia lows now when the market opens and reject them again, I will be looking to take that to at least Asia highs first prize, previous daily lows, and that gap fill being second prize, and then look for a bearish continuation from there because I'm overall bearish on indices. So that's what I'm going to be looking for on here. It's going to be first play, and then we'll see what the Power Ranger ends up printing as a second play, all depending on which one prints out first. But I am overall bearish on long term on NAS. US 30. A little bit trickier because we've already taken out Asia highs, or we've already taken out Asia lows, and now we've been ranging more or less in that direction. So on here, no other key levels that I've marked out on the 2G indicator, or the 2G indicator is marked out, besides your previous, your daily S1 over here. So we're going to see what structure ends up printing when market opens. What I'm hoping for is a little bit of a pullback back into the Asian range and then a break down below, and then I'll look to take shorts on US 30. Now, if we do manage to get in shorts either on NAS or US 30, I am looking to hold them long term. If we just look at what the daily time frame is looking like, this is on US 30. I do think we're going to perform a nice little bearish run, at least targeting these previous recent lows here as a first prize, but I think we're going to inject past that as well. So if we do get that sell, I am looking to sell down there, of which this is roughly about 400 to 600-ish pips. So looking to get something in on there. Similar with NAS, if you look at the daily timeline, after that young little pullback there, breaking back past these lows here, I am looking for it to reach and respond at this key level down here, which would give us a range of about 600-ish to 700-ish pips. So that is where I'm aiming price to go to. I might not necessarily hold it until there, but I would hold it for at least the next couple days if we can get a nice solid sell entry on these two. So that's my overall plan for the day. We'll see what ends up printing in terms of the plan, and we will take it from there.
Beautiful stuff. All right, guys. So yeah, the cracker being sent out to all our Project G members.
Oh, actually, what is?
We're gonna see what is going to happen over there.
What is cracking there? What's cracking on the cracker?
What we're gonna do?
Release the cracker.
Let's see, Chad. Let's see.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, there we go. Looking good. We basically got 8 minutes left till market open. Let's go with NAS. We can put this back on my. Let me
open this quick.
So going to be a very interesting one here today for us, Chad. Let's see what happens. But come on, guys. 168 of you at the moment. So you guys can all drop a like. I'm pretty sure not all of you guys have blown already on a Monday.
Oh, for shame. On a Monday, Chad.
Guys. Love the analysis on US 30. Awesome stuff. But yeah, Chad, we are ready to go here today. Let's see if we can start the week strong. We always know, just off of a little bit of testing, we don't like to normally say that. But hey, NFP weeks are normally not our best, especially with the cracker. But lately, the cracker has been proving that wrong. And also, again, just in general, the last two NFPs have rather been good for us. So looks like we are changing the trend. So we're going to see what is going to happen here with these indices. Crack indicator candle looking 50-50. Hey Farbs, that's the thing about Project G, we have developed it, so we are not scared of the 50-50 anymore.
Actually, you still use that candle.
Yeah. But again, that's the thing, bro. I always said there's people can always think I always have every day I have a guy being like, bro, I think I figured out the cracker. I've basically got it.
Nah.
And then I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Show me the results. And they're like, oh, yeah, bro, I took a loss here. I took a loss there. I'm like, hey, the cracker took wins on all those days.
Like they have been some recent developments.
You haven't figured it out.
There have been some recent developments as of late.
The cracker has been taking some names lately.
There are certain levels you've figured out, and I can't quite tell where you're getting them from.
I mean, guys, if we just look at last week, for example, the cracker taking that sell. That was a win on Friday. Friday, the sell. Nice, beautiful sell. And also, I think Thursday, when we had the another 1 to 80.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those, the indicator signal was a buy. But yeah, we took a sell.
I'm saying
That's what I said. There's
some
little
recent
tips and tricks there.
little changes that have come up as of late.
Want to trade NFP with the G's? Use code NFP20 when buying a challenge, and that is it, guys.
That's the one, Chad.
Just buy an account before Wednesday. Using code NFP20. You have to use that code, and you guys will then be put into a group or get an email with the link to trade NFP with Chris and myself on Friday. I wouldn't recommend trading the prop account on NFP, but I mean, if you want to do that, that's up to you.
That is your business. What's the NFP record right now? 'Cause it's been a good year so far.
Yeah, we are 4 out of 6.
4 out of 6 NFP CPI combined.
NFP CPI combined. We lost 1 NFP, and then the CPI. You can technically, I mean, how you want to look at it. That was the one Chris and myself went opposites.
Oh, so one,
technically,
okay.
you could be like, oh, we had 2, but technically it's 1 because one of us did 1 on that day. Yeah, so that's why it's a bit 50-50 with the CPI.
50 on that one, but that's still the 4
But
out
the
of 6.
NFP, we've only lost 1 NFP.
Nah, bro, that's a record there. That's a record. If you kept your risk the same, you're still very much
you're
up.
still very much up. Yeah.
Very much up.
I mean, if you think of it, whatever you do is like a 1 to 4, 1 to 5. We hit 2 of them, so that's 8. And then your risk was 1 that you lost on.
So you should be about 7.
Or in 7%.
Worst case scenario, at least 5 up.
Yeah, NFP Friday, I think I'll be clean looking solid. Keegs Hopewell, just say again, we sent out the link for our NFP call, right? Andre, are you still in Project G, brother? Obviously, I mean, then you get it no matter what.
It's gonna be in there.
Yeah. I think, Andre, you're still in the group, eh? Otherwise, if you buy an account, if you buy an account now using NFP20, then they'll get the link for it on Friday. But Project G members, guys, you still get it as always. You'll have the prep call Thursday night, and then we'll trade it on Friday.
Yeah. Just use the link in the description down below. Get to the website, NFP20.
Yeah, that's
Bob's
just that's just the little promo thing with Vault Thunder for all the guys that are there to still also get to trade it with us.
And I apologize in advance for my camera tomorrow. What's wrong with your camera, Lynn? What's happening?
Don Pretorius have to hear about Keegs. What did Donnie ask? Where's Donnie? Rooks, that code work now for us. What do you mean for us? It should be working for everyone. I don't know if it works on the 1-step and 2-step. That I don't know. But let's go time to feast 2Gs.
Yeah, it should work on 1-step and 2-step.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Lyndon, are you going live? Do we have a little meeting tomorrow? Hey.
He still do the risk interviews. He does.
Yeah, I've been out the office in the traffic department, so I haven't looked at my schedule for tomorrow. Hey.
Rooks, obviously because of what's it today, the guys are off, so we only having our meeting. It got rescheduled again till tomorrow, so then we'll get in our code, the links, all that type of stuff for you guys. Kyle, I have my risk interview tomorrow morning. Hey, the boys.
Well done. By the way, which reminds me, I need to pop out here at 4. I got a meeting with the dev team.
That's sold. And I'm waiting for a risk interview as well. Hey.
Support should schedule. I don't schedule them. I just show up to them when they tell me to show up to them.
He honestly just gets told, Ed, are you available this time tomorrow? Yeah? Okay, you got a meeting. That's it.
That's exactly how it works.
All right. Let's just see. Okay, Chad, we're going to get slowly ready here. Edsky, if you don't mind, I'm actually putting on your screen.
All good. All good.
For when we go live or when market opens.
Let me just. Where's Chris?
Took Daniel to the doctor.
Because he's meant to be in that meeting too, eh?
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't think he is actually. You remember he spoke to Kate, and Kate said no, it's fine for him. It's for the team. That's what she said to Kate. Just check with her when you go out.
Okay.
He said yeah, he doesn't actually need to be in that meeting.
Okay. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. Like I can run it. Just making sure he's okay with not being in it.
Yeah. All right, Chad. So let's put it on screen over there. We are going to lock in here.
Oh, there he is now. 1 sec.
Let's see it, Chad. All right, 10 seconds. Okay. Let's see it, Chad. That's it, round 2. Markets open. Ding, 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 ding. Fight.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what's going to happen here, Chad. Markets look like they want to get frisky here. Alright, sorry there, bro.
No, all good. All good. All good. I want to see how this 5 closes. See what happens here. All right, all right. Okay, not the most volatile first minute.
No. That it's not.
I say that, but this is a 67 pip candle on Nas. Just never mind. Never mind. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Tino. I was just busy with Project G guys, yeah.
Yo, Nas is thinking. Okay, we're gonna see what happens now at this. What level is this? This weekly S1.
Yo, Naz is going,
Nas is
Chad.
going for it. Don't like the fact that Asia high is untested and we still have this gap fill. So I'm not sure how much I trust this a bearish continuation from here. What's US 30 doing? US 30 went bullish.
US 30 taking some names.
US 30 went little bull rara. Okay, okay.
Let's see what happens here, Chad.
Hey.
Sure. Naz is going for it.
Naz is thanking.
Naz is just like, hold my beer. Let me show you a party trick.
You want volatility? I will show you volatility.
What's the dollar doing? Dollar's not really moving yet. Gold, oof, gold making also that little bit of a pullback there.
Oh, you're still on my screen, eh?
Yeah, I'm just jumping around here quickly.
Okay.
Naz.
I would like Nas to get to this weekly S1. I want to see what it does there.
Yeah, I think chat for now. Where's thingy? We can actually even go split screen for now.
Split screen.
Yeah, Chad, the cracker took a little haircut there quickly today. But hey, it's fine. It's part of the game. We know the cracker will redeem itself. So we're going to see. I want to see what happens on Asia lows. That's the big thing for me, yeah. Have it there to the side for you guys.
Yeah, it's fully going bullish now. Hectic. See, I don't like when Nas and US 30 disagree that fully.
Come on, US 30. What are you going to give us here today? US 30 wants to party today. Come on, US 30. Come on, US 30. What are you going to do for the team? Yeah.
Month end structure is always weird.
Yeah.
Moski, that's unlucky. I told you not to trade today, though. I told you to let it go.
Did he give his profits back?
I'm hoping he took it on a different account. I think he got, break even?
Hey, my.
Man needs to know how to call a winning day and move on.
Okay, come on, give us something. Yeah, you were steady. Okay, we rejected those Asia lows a bit. We want to see what's going to happen. Yeah, DXY. He's trying to go bullish again. Nasdaq also trying to fight back. Gold. Ooh, gold also taking those shots. Let's see, Chad. Let's see. We want to see some moves, Chad. We want to see some moves.
End of that first quarter nicely.
Come on, give us something at US30. Give us something.
Have you heard the acoustic version of the song? It is so much better.
Oh, really?
So much better.
Chad, I will be back now and you go pee.
P for TP. Okay, Chad, that first 15-minute shuffle about to close. So we're going to see what the Power Ranger is going to load up. I would love for the weekly S1 to be tapped and for us to swing bullish. I think if we can do that, I'd be very confident in the trade. Like I said, we still have that gap open. Asia highs untested. It is the end of the month, and we don't yet have a bottom wick on this candle. So I would love a little bit of some bullish action, create a little bit of a bottom wick, and then we can continue falling. Now, of course, the markets are going to do whatever the markets are going to do. Did you guys even see that? Was my bar too much to the thingy? Whenever it is split screen, it throws me off. Okay, we'll go, just in case, we'll go through that again. Yeah. So there is not a bottom wick on the monthly candle just yet. Given today is month end, I'm anticipating a little bit of a retrace just to create that little bottom wick. Y'all can see that, right? Yeah, y'all can see that. Which is why I'm a little bit more confident in some short-term buys as opposed to sell continuations just keeping to keep going. But we're gonna see what happens. Price does not need to make me feel good before it does what it does. But if we do bounce off that weekly S1, go temporary bullish just to create that bottom wick on the monthly, that's something I can get behind. And I think the bearish continuation thereafter will probably be a thing. Hey, I think Mr. Dix is lurking. All right, Chad. 50-minute shuffle about to end. And this is going to be our open range on NAS. So we're going to see what the Power Ranger is going to produce here. Those of you who don't know what the Power Ranger is, basically we're looking for a 5-minute break and retest of the 15-minute open range. So two 5-minute candles, one to break, the other one to retest and continue. And then from that, whatever direction that broken retest into, that is going to be our trade. So I'm going to drop down to the 5 now. We have our range.
Bro, you're not irritating, that is.
Wow.
This USD, bro.
Did it swing around now?
Yeah. We would have liked this trade too. But you know, yeah, that's the one thing I'm happy with, and that's what we were talking to the guys about, is every time the cracker does take a loss, it's like just there, but then it turns the direction is right. It's never like you bluntly wrong.
Ah, okay. I mean, same thing with the Power Ranger. It's rarely wrong on direction. Just, yes, that first 2 months, the volatility was insane.
But we still gonna see if we can get involved here, Chad. We ain't done yet. It's a long way from being done.
All right, Chad, we've hit that weekly S1. Looks like we want to reject it, going back into...
Hold on, let me just put it more full screen now.
Okay.
Here you go.
All right, so let me just get this nice and aligned. Okay, so this box is the 50-minute range, of which it is a... Yeah, see, 188 pip range. So we can do an intra-range play. So right now we had this rejection of the weekly S1. We've broken back in. What I would be looking for is for this bullish candle to close within this range. I would want a second bullish candle to retest and reject this open range. Let me just color that blue. Second bullish candle to retest, reject the open range, and then what we'll do is buy there. Let's make them more realistic. Do that. And they would buy 5 pips above there, 50 pip stopperuno, 2.5 R, which would be just back into the Asian range. So maybe call it at the Asian range just to be safe because it's close enough, and that would be the trade.
So, Chad, I've executed a sell on US30. Let me just get it on my screen quickly for you guys. Sorry, I literally just executed now quickly, Chad. Literally just, this is a bit of an aggressive move. Obviously, there's your 1-2-1 there. So once we hit about 40, I'll be going break even on the trade. But this is I think where we are now, ready, Chad. I'm gonna minimize stops already to about 40 pips. This is a typical first pullback, try scale into the trade. We could be wrong, yeah, otherwise we can catch it, but I'm prepared to take a shot at it, yeah, Chad. Because that daily S1 for me, very, very good chance we can go for that test. Because now that's the thing. We either want to see these lows being taken with the drive. If this thing turns, that's going for us. Hence why we can mitigate our stops. I'm even going to go to a 30 pip stop, Chad, just because of that reason. Literally, then it's like half risk on the table, purely because you guys know 60 pip is a percent for me. So 30 is a stop, and this is literally the validation reason there. You're either going to see the low drive volume to take it. Otherwise, you're going to see that volume turn around, and this could be a potential pullback for all that volume on market open. So again, just a way we can manage it, really make the trade valid or invalid at such a short point term, so we're not sitting here taking unnecessary losses if we don't need them. Okay, looks like that stop might hold there, guys, for us at 30. Come on, hold there for us, baby. Turn around. So you see, chat, the thing is now what we've done, we've literally created a nice little low high there, and we've got the low there. So these are two areas we're going to see volume driving to break them, and hence why we can now have such that tight stop to basically just mitigate unnecessary risk. Do you think there's a good chance this is going to go bullish now? Yeah, there we go. Okay, Chad, that's me out. As I said, we were able to mitigate the risk there. Purely, again, just trying to get involved. This thing can go all the way back up to that daily key level now, but was worth taking the shot. Purely because, as I said, when we look at US30, we already have that gap fill. So because of that being the gap fill, this thing can drop again today. What we saw on Friday. So, hey, I'm more than happy to take my shot at it to try and get involved where I can. But that is pretty much that there. No risk, no raptor keys. Exactly. You got to go for it.
No risk, no raptor.
You got to go for it. We'll go split screen again for now. Obviously, I know Ed is also lurking for a trade there.
Yeah, I do need to leave. I'm going to wait for this 5-minute count to close, Chad, and I need to bounce. I'll let you know if I'm going in or not. Yeah. What's this new indicator, eh? I completely missed all chats about that.
Yeah, Chad. This is the 2Gs taking on the world.
I
joking.
completely missed that.
This is something we've been working on. As you guys know, we've been in the indicator game for a while. Obviously, we already have the 2Gs indicator, the first one. And that obviously worked out quite well. I mean, the guys have honestly loved the 2Gs indicator. And this was kind of our response to, the biggest thing for us was this was our response to a Cash X. So for those of you guys that don't know Cash X, it was the idea of that tap to trade. So anyone can trade. You don't have to know what you're doing. You don't have to know anything. You just, hey, get a thing saying I'm buying, I'm selling. It's not up to you to take the position or not. But it's that thing of mitigating where we are going to let you guys know there is concepts in it, which was backed by the cracker. So it is built off of a system and a strategy of ours, which we've just built into an indicator now. So it's just another version of our way to help develop more trades, and trades using obviously a backed idea and concept, which can help anyone. So obviously using it on the pairs that we like to trade. But yeah, you'll be notified when it wants to take a trade or when it's going to take a trade. You'll then be notified when to take the trade. Same thing using the pivots. You'll be given TPs, stop losses, all of that type of stuff.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of everything, guys. So the cracker, a little bit of Chris, myself, and everything nice. And you have now got the ultimate trading strat there. That is a strat by itself. So yeah, we are very, very excited for it to come. Will it be available for who? Only Project G? No, it's going to be shortlisted. So that's the whole thing. The guys need to obviously look into it. There will be the link going out. So you can register for the early access when it comes out, which will be given to a group. Keep in mind, guys, so this is, it's kind of a partnership with 2Gs. So it is not our entity. We've been part of the development of it, but it is not our entity. So yeah, we can't just give it to all of our stuff. So we will be able to give folks access to it, but yeah, it is its own company. It is its own thing. You guys just know we always say when we partner with someone, we will always partner with the best. Yeah, there's that bar. Now you know, Chad, this is the thing. This is, and you know, this is just being transparent with you guys. I wanted to take the bar here. And I know you guys will be like, Keegan, it's just because you got stopped out. You guys have heard Chris and myself talking about a new thing we've been looking into. And Chris, if you're still here in the chat, Chris will tell you exactly that was meant to be a bar here when I sold. You can ask him if he's here in the chat. That was meant to be a bar. And I purely took the sell because of why? Because we talk about your first pullback, a trend is more likely to continue than reverse. If there was no top wick, 100% Chad, I would have gone for the buyer, 100%. But because we filled our gap already, and this thing could just run for the rest of the week, is the only reason I went with the sell instead. Yeah, that new thing we're looking at, which could be in the indicator, would have given the buy over here. So very, very interesting.
Interesting, yes.
Sure, this thing is moving and grooving now. Yo, bro, is the aircon on?
It is not.
I'm sweating here now.
It is not, my good man.
Sorry, Chad, I need to put this thing on. It is getting moist in here.
Okay, Chad, we didn't quite retest the bottom of that range. So I'm going to let her go. 50. Nah, I'm going to let it go. Okay, Chad, I need to go to that meeting. And if this meeting goes well, exciting things ahead. So, I'm Audi 500. Shot Chad, good seeing you.
All right.
Much love.
There we go, shot my brother. Okay, Chad. Well, then we are back to full screen over here. Event. US 30 absolutely moving and grooving. Mark is just on that Uno Turbo today. Patience is key. Exactly. That's the thing, guys. I technically have my 2 shots. So, as much as I want to, obviously the cracker is our main attention. This is my degen activities, and that is me. So, as much as this thing could give me, for example, holding there, finally taking previous weekly lows, back above Asia highs, typical reversal, whatever the case is, I cannot take another trade. I will sit here, I'll give you guys, hey, listen, this is something legit for my own rules. I cannot take it. Yeah, that's just part of the game. So let's see. Gold's turning around. I know Chris, gold buys only if we retest the previous daily high and reject. Where was previous daily? Oh, damn. Yeah, that's quite low. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to buy it over there, guys. I don't know if I'd want to buy there. What are we seeing DXY doing? Still trying to hold it there, Chad. Remember, that's what we said to you guys. Yeah, this is going to basically be it for DXY. If it can hold Asia highs and it wants to go bullish, good chance it can. So I don't know, because if I trust gold, this could just be gold retesting Asia highs to maybe have a little bit more of a pullback. Nasdaq still trying to make a little bit of a comeback. Yeah, also a big turnaround, but nothing too crazy yet. And US 30, that could just be the retest Asia highs, previous day lows, weekly lows, and turn around. If it rejects Asia highs, I am selling gold. Yeah, there we go, Chad. You heard it from the man. As I said there, to just be the retest of Asia highs. And Chris exactly looking for the same thing. Who is pinging my phone? All right. We're going to see what happens here. Chad, just because my man Chris is back there. Chris, I don't know if you saw that second sell I took. Please just tell the guys, because I don't want to sound like I'm just being that dude now. But please just tell them that other strategy we've been looking at actually should have been a buy over here. And what we were talking about is that this would and could be in the indicator that you would have caught this trade. yeah, just let me know that I'm not being that guy saying, it was actually a buy, but I took the sell. Or I took the sell, I lost, but hey, it was actually a buy. You know what's crazy, Chad, is you look at this now, and my stop there was a 40. Oh, sorry, we moved back to 30, but you look at US30, like this is the US30 I love, where a 5-minute candle was 165 pips. Like, that is crazy. That is crazy. I mean, in two, like a 5-minute and a half, you had 200 pips. This is the US30 I love trading, guys. It hurt me today. It's a hate-love relationship, but we make it back. And again, if you guys are new, if you haven't been here, and again you're thinking, who's this white guy saying, he'll make it back? Both accounts, the FTMO accounts are in, they're frozen at the moment. They're both in payouts. The one is literally payouts ends today. Other ones pay out tomorrow. So the FTMO accounts are basically frozen until Wednesday and Thursday. We'll get to trade them again when the payouts are processed. So yeah, they are in action. And then for those of you that don't know, I have one more payout I'm going to aim for to get prime status with FTMO. So I'm very, very close to doing that. And then after that, once you've secured prime status, your boy will then, the next mission is we're going to aim to get on the leaderboard for FTMO. So there'll be no 2-week withdrawal, things like that. We're going to have to push it for 30 days and push the cracker to its limits and see if we can get on the FTMO leaderboard. So we're going to pull out all the tricks, guys. As I said, just one more payout, so bear with me for the next 2 weeks as well. As I said, we just get one more payout of 4%, and then we can get prime status. And then, yeah, then I'm keen for it, Chad. I've never, ever done something like that. We were talking about today. Minimum to get on the leaderboard in 10th place is 25%. So I'm going to have to aim for 20, anything between 25 and 30% to make it on the leaderboard. So yeah, we're going to push ourselves to limits after that. Join our Discord, there you guys have it. Davey Keek shot Linden. Alright, there goes that thing. Actually, inspiration post keys, hey bro, appreciate it. As I said, you know what, I'm just doing it, trying to show what I've always said to the guys. It doesn't matter if we're South African. If that's the thing with trading, it doesn't worry about race, it doesn't worry about wealth, it doesn't worry about where you come from, it doesn't worry about anything. It's a fair playing field. What those guys are doing in America, what the guys are doing in London, what the guys are doing in Dubai, what the guys are doing in wherever, in China, is a fair playing field. Whatever they do, you can do it. And that's all we want to prove to you guys, that you can be someone from South Africa on the leaderboard, getting close to R1 million in payouts. It's doable, and that's why I'm on a mission. It's part of my goals for the year, to make sure I can do that and prove a point. Hey Daddy Vix, I appreciate it, brother. Naz, okay, so Naz is also holding weekly S1. That is super clean there, guys. Weekly S1 on Naz. Gold, okay, so gold on the 5 did hold Asia highs, and on the 15, alright. Keeks SA at a disadvantage. What if you're trading with Wi-Fi and you're about to take a trade and boom, load shedding? That's why I've got inverters, my brother. We've obviously got little inverters for the house, and then we've got I think they're called mini inverters. I don't know actually what they're called, Chad. My dad actually got it for me as a present. I think they're like $300 or something on Takealot, but I think they're called mini UPSs. which you literally just connect to your Wi-Fi, and they basically power your Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi UPS, yeah. So we have an inverter for like the TV and stuff like that, and then we have the little Wi-Fi UPS, yeah. Keeves, what's your buys on GJ? I'll look at it for you, my brother. Obviously, I don't trade it. Like, I haven't traded GJ, if I'm honest with you, in what, 2 years. So I'll give you my analysis on it, but yeah, I haven't touched it really. I'm gonna go bearish, bro. 2 things for me. Pretty much same as what I'm just saying with the indices. If I just look at this on the daily, the fact we have the yearly pivot that came into play. So already I can tell you now, if we're going on the weekly, yeah, if we're on a weekly, all that's happening here is you're still making your lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, because you never took out the high there. You held it, also holding the yearly pivot. So I am still going to say it's going to go lower. That's just quickly off the top of my head. Looking at the daily, the fact we did trade trying to get away from it back underneath, not only closing underneath the yearly pivot, but also taking out the bodily lows. Thing is, yeah, you could have a day like this which closes with a little bit of low volume, and then tomorrow you could have something where it then goes for that wick fill, and again, because that wick fill ends on a monthly R1, also some bodily areas, that's going to take volume to probably drive through and take that out. So I'm going to be bearish in it, bro. If I'm just looking at higher time frame, looking at it very quickly there, definitely in play. I'm not going to say you're not going to get pullbacks, because if you're looking at a 4 hour, you obviously have broken, holding a monthly R1 as you're talking about, back above a daily key level over here, is holding quite nicely. So if this goes bullish, it could go for your weekly pivot, and also just the retest as a resistance on the yearly, because when we did break away, you never actually did retest it. So it could trade back up there, and then this is where the point I'd say it would be neutral before it possibly then either goes bullish, or it's going to then make that move to the downside. If it even gets bullish, otherwise if this candle just starts rejecting at Asia highs and turns bearish. But yeah, long seam, I'm going to still be bearish on it, brother. Okay, this lines up with what we're talking guys, Monday, Tuesday. If we are bearish Monday, Tuesday, we want to see bullish momentum. So this is lining up with the play. I would love to see this basically hit yearly pivot and then reject. I would absolutely love that. But we're going to see what happens there. Keys on fire, my G. Hey, shot. Really appreciate it. Let's go 19,290. What is that on GJ? Thanks, brother. Once you're with the G's. Yeah, Chad, we are stoked for it. Just say Chris, myself, we are starting to push ourselves now. Not just we've obviously been doing everything business wise. Does FTMO also do risk interviews? They do their risk interviews like I want to say a paper thing. So like you just have, it's like a 4-page document that you have to fill out where they ask you questions. So they ask you your normal strategy, what are you planning to do, are you going to buy future ones, what is your goal of this account, what's your normal risk appetite, what are things you faced, what are things you overcome, what are things like they have. It's like a 4-page document, so they don't do the physical interview with you, they just, because of the numbers they have, it's like a document thing, and then they basically trade you from there. Then once that's sorted, then you get your account. Because a lot of the time how they do it now moving forward is a lot of the time it's their new prime status or supreme status traders, they get the interviews, like the YouTube interviews. But yeah, they, as I say, they do that, they kind of give you the best of doubt there, but end of the day, how they do it is, let's say you do you have your live account. If you are over leveraging, which I think is you like putting way too much risk on the table with trades, they'll send you a message or email notifying you that this is going to count as a soft breach, and they are just warning you that they do believe you're over leveraging or you're putting too much risk on. Please tone it down. If not, they will either just then breach your account, and that will count as a hard breach, or they'll do your payout when payout time is due, and then afterwards they just won't renew your contract. So they do it a little bit different, where we don't want you to have to get to that point. You start trading, you do everything, and then it's like, hey, I get my payout, and then you get your payout, and all of a sudden, like out of the blue, we're like, hey, listen, we're not renewing your contract because you just an aggressive trader. We'll rather be like, listen, from the get-go, if this is how you're going to trade, we don't want to be a part of that. We'll refund you, whatever the case is. But if that's how you want to trade, we don't want to do business. So they at least, we giving you the heads up beforehand, where they'll give you the heads up afterwards, if that makes sense. Tell Ed you're going to trade NFP with the... I don't tell Ed our barcode. You just say, you do it like very nasty, bro. You don't say like barcode. You just be like, you know what, I enter position, and then like after I see I'm in some blues, I re-enter the position, and then you know what, later on when I see I'm in more blues, I re-enter another position. But then even later on, you know what, because I've got 3 positions, if I do go into the red a bit, but I have such faith, because you know, hey, this is like a triple A grade trade, even though I'm in reds, I'll enter another position, because I know I've just got that hope it's going to go my way, and then it will just go my way. But if it doesn't, I mean, then we're in a problem, yeah. But yeah, that's just how I like to trade. You just keep it very cool, bro, and then Loki will be like, it sounds like you barcoding. Nah, Lyndon, I would be, bro. I always say, guys, like, even if you know what, if you guys got there to live and you blow a live account, I'm not upset with it. If you blow a live account on daily drawdown, I'll be upset with you. Because I always said that is just diabolical if you blow an account on daily drawdown. But yeah, do something stupid like freaking barcoding or crap like that. Or if you have a live account and you freaking traded on news, I will slap the shit out of someone. I'll to show you his risk profile first. Alright, so USD is trying to hold there above Asia highs. Definitely could see that move to the yearly pivot we just spoke about, so just keep an eye on that. As I said, guys, personally, I won't be taking anything now, obviously, for myself. The DJI account has already had its risk for the day, and my funded accounts are chilling, so nothing else I'm going to really take. But obviously, we're going to keep an eye, see if we do see something very, very nice for UX. Something delicious. What's this for tomorrow? Statements, AD. Okay. You also have to troll Ed tomorrow with that call since it's April Fool's Day. Oh, Lyndon, please, you have to prank him with something like that. Like, just something clever, but like prank him in that way, and then just be like, hey bro, it's April Fool's. I almost think Nasdaq on the 1 minute would have gotten a quick fade. Since we was Vault doing risk interviews before when I passed, I just got the account. We started the risk interviews end of last year sometime. Basically when Ed joined us. When he joined us is when we started doing the risk interviews. What was it? October, November? Till Ed you blew your live accounts already, who will be mad confused. Yeah, bro, you just open up, you'll be like, hey Ed, now how you, bro? Nah, I'm alright, eh? You just be like, yo, I know you're just aware we record these conversations on this call. And you'll be like, yo, bro, on that note, like, I just want to know, like, is this necessary? I already blew my live account. Do we still need to have the interview? That would be classic, bro. Alright, there we go. USD coming back at Asia highs. Wow, alright. This is also my first time having to do the interview. I never had to do it with my first live account. As I say, guys, it's something we brought in. It feels like, honestly, guys, I mean, it feels like forever ago we started doing it. But it has been a while. It's not something new. We've been doing it before, like since last year already. I can't remember when last year, but I think it was at like the end of the year. But we did start last year already. Okay, go through the whole interview and then tell him you have something to tell him. Oh, Chad. Alright. Chad, you know what? I think after this 15 closure, God, that is kind of holding. Yeah, there's nothing too good there. As I said, Chad, I did take my 2 little shots there. I know it's going to be a little bit short. I'm not going to waste your guys' time here. Purely because there is obviously some more stuff Chris and myself want to get out about that that indicator and stuff. And obviously I don't have anyone else here that I'm waiting to see you guys take a trade. So I'm not going to troll you guys and just sit here the whole time when you know I'm not going to. When will you flag someone involved funded for risk? If that is someone who full ports. I think honestly biggest thing is just if you full ports. If he's just going to send the account at a news event, something like that. But yeah, that's basically the only scenario that I can think of. Or obviously if he does mention something about yeah, Chad, it's hard. Obviously I don't want to say things which aren't true here, but I think you guys would know anything that would only be like proper DJI activity would be the case. But yeah, Chad, obviously looking at the USD, yeah, as you said, if this doesn't hold now Asia highs, I do think it can come back down. Might not come all the way back down, but could just get into this dip between Asia lows, daily key level, and just range probably till the end of the day. Because obviously these are some major levels, and if we don't have the volume to break out, I don't think we will. One day when I'm big, I want to be like Keys and have multiple funded accounts. Hey, bro. Yeah, you guys are all going to get there. Honestly, I think, you know what Chris and I were talking about the other day? You know what? Yes, it's nice. And you know what? I won't even lie, Chad, but when you have a solid strat and you have all those things, and it's just that mixture of a little bit of luck. And when I say a little bit of luck is when I did those accounts, the first account was actually very smooth. The second account, no, the first account, phase 1 smooth. Phase 2 was a bit up and down, choppiness. Then the second account, phase 1 smooth, just straight up equity curve. And then phase 2, again, we just literally got it one day. But where I said the luck comes in is that you had a strat, for example, that gave you the right direction, firstly, to be in the correct trade. But you had multiple days kind of back to back to back with volume, where I was able to hold a trade for 1 to 3, a 1 to 4, things like that. So I always say that's really all you need, which can make the difference when you get a funded account. Because keep in mind, you treat it very differently when it is live. But to get it to that point, like I said, having a strat that works, and just, you know what, as I think of right place, right time, trading it and being able to be in a position where a lot of time, guys, for example, your equity curve is choppy, but then you 7% down, and yes, you catch that trade, which gives you 3-4%, but you're still in the negative. But now it's like, think of it as if you were 2% up and you catch that one trade which gives you 3-4%. Now all of a sudden you're 6-7% up. And you just see how, again, being in the right place at the right time. Yes, you had to first know what you were doing to catch the right trade. But again, being able to maximize your opportunity at that time. And again, we were still on maximizing your profit, how quickly things change for you. And that was the situation. I grinded out the first one. And where we were sitting with volume at that time in US City, literally, what was it, 5 days? And I had gone the second account through phase 1, which is 4 days. And then phase 2, I did in 1 day, but then I still had to wait just 4 minimum trading days. But again, you just see, being in that place, being able to trade like that, you can maximize and things just change overnight. So guys, it will always come for you. Just be ready. I always say, we always want to talk about these things, but you have to be in the game. You have to be there to grab the opportunity. So always just remember that. I know you guys will always see that success come. Keeps prepping us for success of the funded road. Of course, bro. Of course. So true. Hi, Keegan. I'm about to purchase my first prop account and just wanted some guidance. So I risk 0.5% to 1% per trade. Should I calculate off the total account size or the maximum loss, if you understand? Brother, I'd say 1% of the account size. So let's say it's $100,000. 1% is $1,000. Basically, think of it this way. If you look at your daily drawdown, so again, this is a $100,000 account, for example, that would be $5,000 daily drawdown. You just break it up, divide it by 5. That would work out to 1%. Another way. So, yeah, just look at it that way. But yeah, 1% of the account. When you do buy the account and you can very simply just go to your dashboard. It will tell you what your daily drawdown is. Just divide that by 5 if you are still unsure. But then I would say, yeah, 0.5% to 1% if you are very new to trade. I don't know if you're new to trading because you're saying it's your first prop account. So that way I'd say maybe just go the 0.5%, 1%. And take it from there. And if I can give you another best thing of advice, which links to what I'll say now, don't rush it. The opportunity, the right trades will fall into the place, so don't rush it. I mean, hats off to Moski. Moski's been doing his funded account now for, I could be wrong. I just remember I saw something. He started sometime in Feb. In Feb, today's the last day of March. But he's 8% up phase 1. He's about to pass phase 1. And yeah, he's also having a very incredible journey into trading. I think he's still going to have a nice long road in trading. But again, just shows you it's not about the race, but he's getting it done. So don't rush it. That's one of the most crucial things I can say to people. WMO money, let's go. Keeks, I bought a Vault Funder account above FTMO today. Hey, beautiful stuff, Dylan. Dylan, again, obviously, FTMO is the big boys. You can't knock them. But we obviously they lead us by example. We try to reproduce everything that they do, and we try and make our own changes where we can. But honestly, it's not just because I work with the company and that, but the conditions really are incredible. If I wasn't working them, I promise you I would trade with Vault. And again, end of the day, you have your access to us. Sometimes things can be a little bit tricky with other prop firms where, again, you guys know us, you see us, you come to events, you know we're never going to try to screw you guys over. So the fact you have access to us to always make sure we can help you. I'm glad you're part of the Vault family, and let's hope we can get you funded there, brother. But yeah, now I've been trading for 4 years. I'm just taking the next step in my journey. Okay, no, perfect, brother, perfect. Best of luck with that account. Been on my phase 1 since August last year. Hey, bro, nothing wrong with it. If it's still there, the first thing is take your hat off, bro. The fact you could stay alive with an account for August. Some guys blow in the same day, which is madness to me. You would honestly be shocked if you knew how many guys blow their funded accounts the same day they buy it. So if you're still alive in August, that already, you're doing something right. That's a W. But yeah, Chad, we could have these chats again. I could sit here all day with you. I know I was literally going to call it like 15 past. It's already been like another 7-10 minutes, and we're still chatting here. I counted 12 brain accounts at my Vault. Hey guys, even myself, I've blown a lot, guys. It's not like I sit here and go, hey, I passed every account I ever did. I have blown accounts. It's part of my journey. It got me to where I was now. So the scale does tilt and change at a point, but don't ever let that get you down, guys. But Chad, honestly, appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in as always. Even times like today where it was Ed, and I mean being myself here for the last 20 minutes, and there's still 160 of you guys. So much love to you all as always, Chad. We're gonna see you guys. It is NFP week, baby. So let's lock in for NFP. And again, if you did take a loss today, Chad, don't take it personal. It's the market. It's part of the game. All that happens, you make sure you come and you clap it back 3 times tomorrow, and you make back that loss. But Chad, we're going to see you guys same place, same time tomorrow as always. And it is April 1st tomorrow. 4th month, the first quarter of 2025 gone. Let's get those goals. Make sure you're not slacking. Don't be sleeping, guys, because again, first quarter is already gone. 3 left to go. Let's make sure we get you guys funded. Let's make sure we get those dreams and those trading goals done for the year. So Chad, much love as always. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Peace and love, baby. Cheers, Chad.